Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today we're going to use Priestess of Light. I have like 10 minutes to make a video, so that's my challenge. And the insight I got was, as we wind down, that's what they said. Pull those for the energy to incorporate now as we wind out of this cycle that we've been kind of going through this last little bit. And then I kind of like bantered back and forth. I was like, but aren't we at like the heat? Like, aren't we in the fire season of like growth? And they're like, no, things are winding down. So this video will probably come out at a nighttime. So it's like, what's it kind of let go, release? I don't know if it's a mindset, if it's something physical. Let's just pull cards and see. It's a mess. Hold up. These ones wanted to for sure. Okay, so we have courage in reverse with strength, fierceness, and family. And then we have summoning power. Instinct, intellect, and control. The sun and the moon are here. The lion, the Leo, the sun, and here we have the lone wolf with the moon. 2 and 4 are the numbers. 2 is the one that is with courage, but there's a little bit of cowardice right now. The sun is not being powerful. The sun is trying to play small. And it doesn't make sense because that's not the role of the sun. The sun is meant to burn things down. The sun is fierce. Does it say fierce? Fierceness on it. The sun is protective. That's the energy I get. I get Sekhmet coming through and being a protector of good. This fierceness that you tried to hide, that you call as pretending to be meek, is not meant to be. It's so out of place that it doesn't make sense. With this summoning power, yes, it might seem a bit cooler. We're seeing like the nighttime where, the sun's gone, things cool off. We see the desert and, right, maybe a little bit of like dewdrops can collect on the cactuses, things like that. It is a little bit cooler. It's a little bit more refreshing, but that's not the purpose. We're not here to be cool and refreshing and trying to get along with everyone. I'm the cool aunt, that's kind of the energy. I'm the cool mom. When you're supposed to be a leader, authoritative. We don't want you to come here and play small and try to fit in with everyone because everyone, and they're showing me like a cafeteria, and at the cafeteria, there being different tables that you could sit at. And each one, you kind of go up to the group, whatever they've unconventionally used to make a table. Is kind of that. So they showed like science and like one floating, and then there's one over here, and like it's a stage because it's the drama people, and it's like you're not meant to fit at someone else's table. You're meant to be your own. They showed stage for a reason. Like that's what they're showing, like Leo season. We are in Leo season still. Like that's when you stand into your most authentic you power. We don't want you to pretend that you're something that you're not. And what I'm getting is this entrapment. It's feeling trapped when there's so much power. There's so much power, but this power is only coming out with like a trickle. They're showing like electricity now. And they're almost showing like the whole dam, and that the whole dam makes all this, but then only using it to like power a solar fan. There's so much emotion, so much something that wants to come through. Because that's what the moon does. The moon is with water. And there was a talk about that droplet. Something to do with emotions, trying to be cool, cooler than you are. Nobody cares how cool you are. Who are you in your passion, in your heat? So I pulled up one more. We got clarity and shamanic journey in reverse. Why are they in reverse? So it's a 5 and 23, which together 23 would be a 5. So something to do with like fighting and chaos and change or conflict. And so planning, releasing, and illusion landed underneath the summoning of power. You don't think, I'm going to be powerful by doing this, this, and this. You just are. It's your authentic feelings and thoughts, how you bring them into words, or even the movement of your body. Because I was like, I don't know if this is like a mental thing or like a physical thing, but like you could have this energy. Okay, what am I saying? You could have the energy and say something, right? You can manifest it out that way. But then I'm seeing the energy come and like coming out through dance, or, you know, it's just however you take that energy, however that power keg, you tap into it and let it flow however you want to. You want to do a headstand, you want to do a keg stand, you do that. Why are these upside down? Because you have to think outside the box. And here we have a circle. It's a shamanic journey, but you need courage for it. You can't say, this is how a spiritual person acts, and only do what spiritual people want, when that's not your authentic thought or feeling in the moment. This is how a good girl acts. What the hell is a good girl? Right? We got strength, fierce, and family. If somebody's fucking with your family, you're not going to be a good girl. You're not going to behave and act like how those who think you should behave and act. So what is shamanic journey? It's purpose, attunement, and vision quest. So I find that right before the dawn breaks. You ever heard that? Right when you're in the dark. Yeah, things maybe, they're showing someone two cycles, 2 seasons, 2 different paths. The first one was hard and it was long and it was dry and it was a drought. But at nighttime, it seemed to be a little bit cooler. It seemed to not be as intense. But you're coming out of that. The sun is waking. The dawn is breaking. And from that, you're going to need courage to step into this new you that you've kind of went into this underworld journey to be. That makes sense why it was under and it was upside down. You see clarity with the illusions, and it's time to come back full power. For another person, they've been in the sun moment and all these things, and now it's time for the shift to go into the dark. And it's scary to have to face that reflection of yourself, but they keep saying, like, you've already been doing that. That's what this whole season has been. Normally, during the summer months and these things, we have, what are they trying to show, right? It's the working time, the doing, the planting the seeds was in the spring. Now we're tending to it and all these things. But it was an inside job of what we've been working on this season. As much as you went outside of yourself to try and force things to happen, you kind of spun your wheels a little bit. But now it's like it's coming to an end because all that outside was inside work. What else? They're just saying, show the bottom. So we have loss and lack in reverse. So this whole summer has been about loss and lack, and what is it that you really want? Because what seems to be lacking or the loss is the courage to be authentic, to not want to hide, right? There's this part of you that you know is like super awesome. Go be that, go shine that. Because I don't really care what that person thinks, or that person thinks. If they like you for you, they'll stay around. If they don't, I see them hiding under a shell. They can go hide under their shell, but I see outgrowing that shell and then being stuck. Shit out of luck. So this moment is almost like growing out of your shell. I almost see like something kind of coming and like, oh, what's this? Like pulling it, and you're just like, exposed. But takes courage, strength, and fierceness to go out of your comfort zone. We're coming up to 10 minutes, so what about this? 2 people, 2 paths. Someone coming out of the shamanic journey and having clarity and stepping back into the light to finish off the season with power, confidence, the planning, the doing, the action, so that when the fall comes, that it is that harvest season and they can bring in a lot. And then there's another who is forcing things they're in their action, go, go, go season, but they're spinning their wheels and kind of, I don't know, there's something to do with the seeds. The seeds need tending, so it is time to shift into the summoning the power, the instinct, the intellect, and the control part of things to get the clarity so that in time, right before the harvest, you can kind of do the action and the whatever. Two people, two paths, different intentions. You have to follow with what your intention is and let it be. So with that, we'll leave it there. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.